Welcome to my YouTube video today. The question states that given that 28.78 is the mean of the distribution below, which gives the scores obtained by the students in a quiz, find the value of P. Now in this question, the mean has been given in decimal fractional format, okay? 28.78, and then the table contains the values, the scores of the students, and then the next column signifies the amount of students that scored each and every one of the scores given. Okay, so I'm expected to find the value of P. Now, without wasting time, I'll solve this problem. So I'll write my table, or I'll draw my table. The first column, I'll give it a simple name X, as you can see in the question. So I'll replicate the content of X, which is 25, 43, 38, 42, 33, 28, 29, and 20. The next column, I'll give it a name F, which signifies the number of students that took part in the quiz. And then I'll replicate the content of the cell 3P minus 1, P minus 6, P minus 3, P minus 5, 2P plus 1, 3P plus 3, 4P, and then P minus 1. The last column will be given the name, the product of the frequency and X. So the first cell will be 75P minus 25, where 75 is a product of 25 and 3P, minus 25 is a product of 25 and minus 1. The next cell will be 43P minus 258, where 43P is the product of 43 and P, minus 258 is the product of 43 and minus 6. The next cell will be 38P minus 114. 38P is the product of 38 and P, minus 114 is the product of 38 and minus 3. The next cell will be 42P minus 210, where 42P is the product of 42 and P, minus 210 is the product of 42 and minus 5. The next cell is 66P plus 33, where 66 is the product of 33 and 2P, and then plus 33 is the product of 33 and plus 1. The next cell is 84P plus 84, where 84P is the product of 28 and 3P, and then plus 84 is the product of 28 and plus 3. The next cell is 116P, which is the product of 28, or rather 29 and 4P. The final cell is 20P minus 20, where 20P is the product of 20 and P, and minus 20 is the product of 20 and minus 1. Now I will find the summation of the frequency column, which is summation of F. Summation of F will be the summation of the P value, which is 3P plus P plus P plus P plus 2P plus 3P plus 4P plus P, which boils down to 16P. Then minus 1, minus 6, minus 3, minus 5 plus 1 plus 3 minus 1 boils down to minus 12. Then I will now find the summation of the f of x column. So summation of f of x, I'll sum up the values with P. 75P plus 43P plus 38P plus 42P plus 66P plus 84P plus 116P plus 20P equals 484P. And then the other value, minus 28, minus 258, minus 114, minus 210, plus 33, plus 84, minus 20, equals minus 510. To solve this problem, we need to use the formula for the mean, where x bar signifies the mean, and the mean is equal to the summation of the product of the frequency and x, and then divided by the summation of the frequency column. And I've gotten this already. Summation of f of x is 484p minus 510, and the summation of frequency is 16p minus 12. The mean from the question is 28.78. So I'll write it here, 28.78 equals. Now, for the purpose of simplicity, I would prefer to use the value of 28.78 as an improper fraction. So how do I get that? So I'll write 2,878 divided by 100. Why am I doing it that way? I made the numerator a whole number by dividing the denominator by the amount of digits I have at the decimal place. So I have 2 digits after the decimal. Because of that, that's why I'm dividing it by 100. So 2878 divided by 100 is the same thing as this value. And then you reduce it to the simplest form. If you do that, you arrive at 1439. So 2872, or rather 2878 divided by 2 is 1439. And I said divided by 100. 100 divided by 2 is 50. So that was how I got this 1439 divided by 50 equals, the numerator of the right hand side is the summation of the product of the frequency and x, which is 484p minus 510, divided by the denominator is the value for the summation of the frequency, which is 16p minus 12. Now I will cross multiply this algebraic fraction I have here, or rather the algebraic equation, the equation that occurs in this fractional form. So I will multiply the denominator of the left hand side by the numerator of the right hand side. So the denominator of the left hand side is 50. So I write 50 multiplied by the numerator of the right hand side, which is 484p minus 510. Now I have to enclose it in a bracket because I have to expand the bracket. I'll open the bracket and multiply each and every one of the components of the bracket by 50. Then I'll put my equality sign, just like what we have here. Then I'll multiply the numerator of the left hand side, which is 1439, by the denominator of the right hand side, which is 16p minus 12. Of course, I'll enclose it in a bracket. Next, I'll expand the bracket. 50 times 484p is equal to 24,200p, minus 50 times 510 is 25,500, equals 1,439 multiplied by 16p equals 23,024p. Then this sign minus 1,439 multiplied by 12 is equal to 17,268. The next thing to do is to collect like terms. The terms with the p's, I will bring them together. Most preferably, it's better for them to be at the left hand side, and the ones without p will be at the right hand side. Okay, so 24,200p. Now I will take 23,024p to the left hand side of the equation. By doing that, a negative sign will be added here. So I have a negative sign. It was positive before taking it to the other side, so it will be minus 23,024p. Then the equality sign. The right hand side of the equation, I will take minus 25,500, I'll take it there, and it becomes a positive sign. This negative, when it crosses this equality sign, it becomes a positive. So I have 25,500 and then minus 17,268, which was the value I had already at the right hand side of the equation. Now I will subtract 24,200p minus 23,024p equals 1,176p. And then the equality sign. 25,500 minus 17,268 equals 8,232. To find the values of, or rather to find the value of p, I'll divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of p. And the coefficient of p is 1,176. So 1,176p divided by 1,176, it will be equal to p. And then I'll replicate the right hand side, 8,232 divided by the coefficient of p at the left hand side, which is 1,176. Therefore, p is equal to 7. The solution to this problem is very simple. The answer is 7. Okay, so I do hope you understood every bit of the solution. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do so. The name again is Victoinstem. Okay, Victoinstem. And I will appreciate if you like my videos, and then if I have a couple of videos in my YouTube channel, that's Victoinstem. And if you have not commented, kindly drop your comments, and I will sincerely appreciate that. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel or my YouTube video. See you next time. Bye bye.